Well, greetings, fixed blade lovers. This old sword back with you with a brand newly acquired fixed blade from Tops Knives, and this is the Rapid Strike, designed by their president Leo Espinoza. And he has designed a number of knives for Tops, and I find that this is one of the best as far as a lightweight carry, tactical self-defense, law enforcement or military use, small backup type blade. I think I ran out of descriptions there. I'm going to give you the specs right up front so we can talk a little bit about this knife and compare it to a few other fixed blade knives. I realize many of my subscribers are folding knife aficionados, so bear with me and you may find some value in this fixed blade knife as we do some comparisons and give you a better look at it. So we have an overall length here of 8.63 inches, reading directly from the Tops website, a blade length of 4.13 inches, a cutting edge of 4.13 inches, a blade thickness of 0.13 inches. Blade steel on this one, which is a departure for Tops from their usual 1095 tool steel. This one is 154 cm. Rockwell 58 to 60, and it's cryo treated. It has a tumble finish. The handle's very interesting. It's in black G10. I'll give you some better views of it in a moment. It weighs only 3.10 ounces. That's the knife alone. The weight with a sheath is 4.6 ounces. It comes with a black Kydex sheath and a multi-position spring steel clip. Ta-da! Got that out of the way, and we'll do some comparisons which will give you a better idea of the size. It is a medium length folder, as it's not even a folder, right? Fixed blade, early in the morning once again. Let me just kind of show you what we got here. It's a narrow blade, therefore we don't have a real fine edge because your grind begins right in the middle of the knife. An unsharpened swedge at the top, however, this model does come in a sharpened top edge and main edge as well. But it wouldn't be too difficult to put a sharpening bevel on that top edge should you want to. However, this remains legal for jurisdictions that prohibit double-edged knives of this length, which is about 4 inches. Of note is the jimping that runs, and it's a deep jimping that runs all the way around the handle, terminating at the pommel in a pyramidal glass breaker, skull crusher, impact portion of the knife, if you wish. Not sure of why we have brass collars or tubes rather running through the pommel. You could snake a thin lanyard through there, but interesting that they stand off in their brass. Red liner all the way around underneath that black G10 handle, and it's a really nice G10 with a nice pattern in there. Secured by 2 screws here. Now my question would be, and I haven't taken this apart, will this handle slide off of those tubes? And it looked like it might. So, discussion for another day. Branding wise, Tops USA 154 cm, and the name of the knife, Rapid Strike, and a model number. Very deep jimping here. You're not going to complain about how effective that is. My thumb's not budging. Talk about pressing the flesh. You can see that thumb goes right in there. Will it hold well in point down, edge out? Yes, it will, except you can't really wrap your thumb comfortably there, so no problem. You put it right here. And we got enough of a finger groove here to, along with the jimping, to pretty much prevent you from sliding forward. It is, again, a thin, light knife, and let's show you the sheath. Nice Kydex sheath, solid fit, zero rattle. You may or may not like the clip. It definitely is going to hang onto your belt. And it is a multi-position in that if you take the screws out, then you should be able to, and I say should be able to, move the clip into another direction. Short of that, you could always mount a tech lock. My preferred carry would be appendix or kidney inside the pants with a loop fastened here instead of the clip. If you put it in the pocket, you can thumb that off pretty easily. And this actually would make, although it's a little on the longer side, this would make a very decent front pocket carry knife. It has excellent potential for thrusting and cutting, and obviously some EDC work as well. No reason why that couldn't be, and that edge is pretty good, although not aggressive. It's a smooth and fine edge. Now let's compare to quite a standard in the fixed blade world. This is the Street Beat by Spyderco, designed by Fred Perrin. Much shorter but taller, and an even deeper location for your finger groove, if you want to call it that, and more of a fine run of jimping here. One of my favorite small fixed blade knives for sure. Hard to beat this. You get a little more reach with the rapid strike, and why not, let's bring out some other Tops small fixed blades. This is the Lioness. This was recently revised using the same profile into a reverse edge knife with this sharpened and this dull. They call that the unzipper, but it's the same knife basically, same base knife. They just treated the sharpening a little differently, gave it a black handle. I think it has a red liner, spacer, so on and so forth. This one is the Poker. If I can get it out of the sheath. Oh yeah, got to work that one a little bit more. That's the Poker, smallest of the trio here. And this is kind of a Warncliffe-ish sheepfoot, karambit style with a ring. Small, defensive EDC knife. So you can see the comparison in sizes there, all in that small pocketable range. But if you like small, useful, tactical knives, I think very difficult to go wrong with the Rapid Strike. I've been waiting for one of these to come along for quite a while. I'm very glad that they went with a thinner blade stock. And let's just see what that is in millimeters here. I can grab the calipers. So it's 3.5, looks like it wants to be 3.5. 3.4 millimeters. Now, if you've seen some other Tops knives, even the shorter ones, some of them are pushing up near 1/4 of an inch. I think that's just kind of way over the top from what you need. This isn't going to be a pry bar. This is a finer point. Still, it's I believe they still differential harden the blades on these to where they're harder on the edge and a little softer on the spine. Not sure they can do that on something this thin, but I know they do it on their larger knives. I didn't see any mention of that on the Tops website. But a beautiful little knife, a useful little knife, well designed, and you can hang on to it, roll that up into your hand. It's not going anywhere. These aren't too slick. They've got some texture to them, the G10 handles. And the jimping they gave you is excellent. Whether you're just cutting with this, whether you're holding it and doing detail work, whether you're getting real thrusting and stabby with it, or whatever, it is a nice, and I would highly recommend it for somebody looking for something in this 3-ounce range in a fixed blade knife that is going to serve some tactical use. So there you have it. That is the Tops Rapid Strike. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. This Old Sword, signing out.